Mackay Nose Hill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Every day, Albertans rely on first responders, such as firefighters, to stay calm and use their training to make life-saving decisions for us in life-threatening situations. Not surprisingly, they experience high levels of post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of the situations they attend to. To the Minister of Labour, it's been brought to my attention that the current Workers' Compensation Board claim process for PTSD is causing more harm than good. Why isn't a more modern and thoughtful approach being taken when evaluating these claims?
Good question.
Minister of Labour and Democratic Renewal.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. The member opposite is asking about the processes at the Workers' Compensation Board, and I'm very proud to be able to say that we initiated the first review of the Workers' Compensation Board in 15 years to make sure that we have a system that is sustainable, that is providing rehabilitation services for workers. A part of the recommendations that the panel we created provided were around presumptive coverages for PTSD, as well as the processes at the Workers' Compensation Board. We continue to review the report received by the panel and work to make a better Workers' Compensation Board system for all Albertans.
For supplemental.
Given that a 2012 change to WCB legislation was designed to make it easier for first responders to seek treatment for PTSD, can the minister please explain why firefighters who are seeking treatment for PTSD are being required to get a second and a third opinion as to whether or not they meet the diagnostic requirement?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. When someone is injured at work or someone suffers from PTSD that has been caused because of their work, we need to know that they are getting fair compensation. They're getting help to get back onto the job and to be able to return to work safely. That is the purpose of our Workers' Compensation Board system. Initiating the first review in 15 years was an important part of our government's commitment to making sure that we have a Workers' Compensation Board system that fits for all Albertans and is sustainable and offers fair rehabilitation. Making sure that workers are receiving the care that they deserve is a priority.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. Second supplemental.
Given that having to repeatedly relate the experiences that lead to PTSD without benefit of a therapeutic relationship actually further traumatizes a person, and given that WCB published a fact sheet in February of this year detailing that PTSD is a presumptive disorder for first responders, again to the Minister of Labour, when can we expect that the WCB will stop the practice of compelling first responders to seek multiple assessments for PTSD, further damaging their mental health and discouraging their colleagues from coming forward?
Great question. Really good question.
Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Making sure that firefighters and first responders are able to access the presumptive coverage that they are entitled to is very important. And I am concerned to hear that there are firefighters who feel that they are not able to access presumptive coverage for PTSD. Making sure we have a strong WCB system is why I did do something, why I enacted the first review of the WCB in 15 years. The previous government let this system languish. I'm very proud to be taking action to make sure that all Alberta workers can receive rehabilitation, to make sure that we have a sustainable system going forward.